Like this sturdy, strong wood. These trees take a while to grow. And they're good hardwood for burning. This is my dad's favorite wood to burn, is an oak. Chopped up a few, and they split really nice. They burn really hot and really clean for an indoor fire. This is a good one. Definitely not gonna make you sick like a pine or anything, and it's gonna burn for a very, very long time. It's good for that. People also really like to use the oaks as a substrate for mushrooms. Not all of them, but some, like the reishi, really enjoys an oak branch for substrate. So it's got all these mosses and lichens and stuff, not as mossy as you get further north. But they do like to have that, and definitely if you're using them for that, this is not the kind you want. This one I've been chilling with in the mornings on my way down the mountain. Oh, what a perfect little seat that makes. Like a little recliner. They got these gorgeous golden leaves in the fall. Right now they're dropping acorns, just like mad crazy. So the seeds, these are the little seeds for the oak trees, these acorns. They pop out of here. Pretty rockin'. These are edible. These are totally edible. I haven't gotten into it really. It's a bit of an ordeal. They have, acorn festivals out here, and you gotta blanch them a couple times. So you soak them in water, you gotta grind them up, which I think all seeds need that. They are seed. I think all seeds need to be blanched because they're made to sit here and be buried. These will be buried by squirrels, and they're gonna survive the winter, so you need to soak them if you're gonna eat them, I think a couple times, and grind them up. So a bit of an ordeal. I just want to show you this road, how beautiful, all these oak trees. This has been a really wonderful walk down the mountain. They like to grow here at the base of the mountain. They're not very far up. It just turns into pines and cedars and stuff. But man, just how beautiful in the fall. And if you're into collecting the acorns, man, what an abundant food source that would be. Obviously they're gonna save, because the squirrels are saving them all winter. I keep wondering lately if the squirrels are burying them partly so they're sprouted. Just look at that. There's so many places wandering down this hill. They're just absolutely covered with acorns. And that's pretty cool if you got these around or you're thinking about it. That is a lot of food on the ground. They also drop a lot of leaves. My sister was wanting me to cut hers out because she doesn't like all the leaves. I thought about it. It is really great mulch for the garden. I mean, look how nature's doing it. It's dropping this old stuff that's gonna break down. It's gonna be the top layer. It's gonna stop different, in your garden. It's gonna help to keep other weeds out and stuff, and then help, just add nutrients to the soil as it breaks down. This stuff is really useful and good. Use these leaves in your garden for mulch. Use the acorns for food. Use the wood for fire. People build all kinds of things out of the oaks. And people used to build ships out of them. People still use them. Now it's a little shady here. People still use them for barrels. There's a few things that are aged in oak. Like a scotch is aged in oak. Or perique is aged in oak. It gives it that really smoky flavor. Funny, even a perique, it's like it makes smoke smokier. It's wild. Every part of this plant has tannins in it, which I believe is what we use to like actually tan a hide. But it's gonna have that really that drying, that bitter. It's not a good taste. So that may be part of why people are pre-soaking them. I don't know. I feel like that's part of the taste that it adds. You're on the road show. I'm just walking down this road every day. There's so much food all over the ground. Seems like the only people who are eating it are squirrels. These squirrels are jacked, man, all the time. Squirrels, man. So it seems like probably a pretty high energy food if they're getting that much energy out of it. But it takes a little bit of work to get all the goodness out. And a hardwood, you know, it's hard to work with, it's hard to chop, and it's heavy to carry, but it burns really well. Just a pretty rockin' tree. There's many different types of oaks. They hybridize really easily because the way they pollinate themselves. There's quite a few that are endangered right now because they get logged so much and just habitat being taken for other things. The oaks themselves are not endangered. They're a member of the beech family, I believe. They're like a subcategory. Yeah, I believe it's beech. There's quite a few different types. They grow in quite a few different ecosystems. My dad's favorite is the blackjack oak. But I believe most of them you could use. You get little plugs of mycelium, and you can grow reishi mushrooms, which reishi just does everything. Just kind of repeating myself. They're really nice trees. I really love me some oaks. I've lived in oak groves for years. There's a whole thing with the druids living in the oak groves back in the day, which I didn't know about until I'd been living in oak groves for years and was living in the oak grove behind the goddess temple. And people call me a druid. There's a few things like that in my life. They're really nice in that they don't drop the sap. And, you know, the leaf layer can be alright. The pine needles I've been really digging. They make a really good bed. And the oak's not as much, but tends to be a little sparse. Lots of good room to lay down. You're not going to get the sap all over you. They're pretty nice. I can see why the druids are so into it. There's a lot of magic going on about it. If you haven't read The Mists of Avalon, check it out. It's a good wintertime read. A lot of magic going on in the oak groves. Fairies and stuff. I know a little woodland fairy who's living under an oak right up there. So I haven't seen her. I'm gonna keep wandering on down to town. End of this road, hit the Silk Road Chai Shop. You're fully woken up, but I had to introduce you to this friend along the way. Been chilling here. This is my midway point, almost in town. Just chilling this little organic throne. I just want to bow to you. Thank you. Fuck.